Alright, hello everyone, and today we are going to be trying out a game called Phasmophobia, which I've had suggested to be played on this channel, and I haven't actually played it on this channel before, and since I've already been uploading stuff on this channel, I thought I would give this a try. So I've had this game for a little while now, and I've played it quite a bit. I've put in like 30 or so hours into this game, and I think I've gotten a hang of it over the while. Um, so I wanted to show the game off in this video for anyone who might be curious. So we're just gonna get into a normal game here. I'm gonna bring all my items. If you're confused on how this game works, it'll make sense as we go along. I'll select like a normalish map. We'll go intermediate, and let's get into the game. So basically, the objective of this game is to you have to find and identify the ghost in each location, and then you have to discover which kind of ghost it is. So with this book here, you can find these 7 evidence types, and then you can use it to determine which ghost it is. And you also have some optional objectives, and you have all this equipment and all this stuff here that you can use to help identify the ghost. So let's get started. Usually I like to just bring in a flashlight and a thermometer just to get started. So you go into these locations here, and you basically have to, let me first find where the breaker is. It is on the bottom floor. So you go into these locations, and you have to use your evidence types. You have to use your equipment to find the ghost and discover what kind of ghost it is. So first, what I'm doing here is I'm turning on the breaker, because one of the best ways to find the ghost is to find it with temperature. So if a room is really cold, then that means you'll find the ghost room. And if the breaker is off, that means all the rooms are going to be cold, so we want to turn that on first. So these are spots you can hide, except for when they're blocked. Sometimes they're blocked. So right now we're just looking for when the temperature goes under, like, if it goes to about like 12 degrees, that's usually where the ghost is. So I'm also going to try and keep the doors closed, because if you find a door open that you didn't open, that means a ghost opened it. So there's only one ghost in each location, and you just have to find it first. That's pretty much the main thing. Now there's a couple other parts of the game. There's a bone here you can take a picture of. There's a couple other parts of the game that kind of have to know how they work in order to understand it. This door is open. I think some of the doors start opened, if I'm not mistaken. So 11 degrees is actually pretty cold. Oh, it's here. It just opened this door. We can see bone interaction. That means the ghost is right here. Okay, so we found the room. So this right here is the ghost room, this bathroom. You see the temperature is 9 degrees, which is a lot lower than it usually is. So now we've identified the room, we can go back to the truck here, and we can get our equipment and basically find out what kind of ghost it is. So here you also have a sanity meter. If that goes below a certain amount, then that means the ghost can actually hunt you to try and kill you. So I don't like getting hunted, because I try to keep my sanity as high as possible. You keep your sanity high, basically. Oh, 5, that's good. That's an evidence type. It also turned on the faucet, which is good. Turn this off. So the fingerprints is not fingerprints, but it just touched the door again. So it's going by pretty smoothly, actually. Another thing you do is, if you take these pictures, you actually get money. So that's kind of what you want to do as well. So as I was saying, if you stay in lit up areas, your sanity stays high, and if the ghost does things to you, basically your sanity will drop. So if you don't want to be attacked by the ghost, then you should keep your sanity high. You can also take these pills that are up here, and your sanity will recover. So getting hunted means basically the ghost will spawn in, basically, and it'll try and hunt you and kill you. Now that can actually be pretty useful, because you can find out what ghost it is pretty easily if you do that, but I don't like doing that. So we can ask the ghost a few questions actually. So we can ask, where are you? Where are you? Are you here? Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? Are you nearby? So this spirit box only works if the lights are off. That's something to keep in mind. The temperature will drop over time in the ghost room. If the temperature goes below 0, that means that is an evidence you can mark down. So there's no fingerprints, I believe, so we can basically rule that out. We want to get more pictures, so let's actually go back for a second. I've lost where I am. This way. If we go back to the truck for a second, we can turn on the cameras that we just put down, and we can actually try and find either orbs or dots. So these dots we placed down, we just saw orbs, so that's one of the 3. So that means it has to be a Raiju. So with the evidence we found, this is the only option that it can be. So that means basically we've already done it, but you can see we have optional objectives. So I'm not going to do all of these, but I'll try to do some of them. I will bring in another camera. My sanity is at 87, which is pretty decent, but just to be safe, I'll take more pills. I've just misplaced my camera. I cannot find it. Did I misplace it? What did I do with it? I don't know. I dropped my camera somewhere. I can't find it. I don't have a very good flashlight, so... What did I do with it? Oh, it's right here. It's on this. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. So we can take up to 10 pictures, and each time we take a correct picture gives us money. So let's light this. This is basically sage. That basically like stuns the ghost for a while so it can't attack you. So if we go to overview, we can see that is one of the objectives we completed. We know the ghost, so we actually don't need this anymore. We can just throw that away. We won't need this either. We can keep it there though. We can turn on the lights, if that helps. Okay, let's... Oh, it just touched the door. Okay. So, take a picture right there. That should be good, yep. And so another thing I want to do, a really good way to get pictures is to put down salt near the ghost, because the ghost will step in the salt and you can take pictures of that. So I'm going to do that right now. My sanity is excellent. I'm taking a crucifix too, because if you place these down, that'll basically prevent the ghost from hunting you, which would be good for me. Another thing the ghost can do is it has a chance to move rooms. So if it's in here, it has a chance, so it is still in here because it's low temperature. It has a chance to move into like nearby rooms. I'm only on intermediate, so I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll put all the salt in here. And then we want to, here we go. We want to get our, where is it? We want to get our UV flashlight, which is right here. So these footprints, we can take pictures of all of these, and that'll give us money. So these are actually a pretty easy way, if not the easiest way, to get your picture book filled up. So I believe, okay, we missed one of the pictures, that's okay. But I don't want to do these objectives here, photo the ghost, because those are really risky. And I already used my photos anyway, so we've basically done it. So there are also cursed possessions you can find, which are like stuff like if we go here, voodoo doll, haunted mirror, Ouija board, tarot card, stuff like that. Those are like really risky ways to find the ghost, but I don't really want to use those. So we got the ghost type right. We got $120. We didn't do all the objectives. We didn't get all the photos we possibly could, but that was a pretty good game. So I'm gonna go in one more time just to showcase different kind of game. I'm going to go to Ridgeview Roadhouse, which is very similar. So there's a lot of different locations. There's a high school, an asylum, a campsite, 2 farmhouses, a prison. There's a lot of different locations, but I haven't actually played a lot of the locations yet, so I've only, I think, done half the locations so far. So let's get back into this. This gives you some information about the ghost. We don't really need to know that though. EMF, crucifix, and smudge sticks. So we can probably do 3 out of the 4 missions at this time, which is pretty good. So this house is a little bit different. The layout is slightly different. Overall, it's not that big of a deal though. We should check out where the breaker is actually. I keep forgetting to do that. It is, I think that is the basement. Okay, so it's in the basement again. So this is a different house this time. We'll use the same strategy to find the ghost with the thermometer. So tarot cards, that is interesting. Those are one of the cursed items. I'm not planning on using them. I might, because it's very, very risky, and the ghost can drop your sanity really, really quickly, really easily, and it can also hunt you really easily. So I don't know if I'm going to use that. I sometimes do use them, but they're very risky, so you have to be really prepared if you want to use them. So we turn the breaker on. Now it'll warm up the house a bit. Try to find the bone. Did I take a picture of the... yeah, I did, okay. So basically if the temperature drops below like 12, 11, that kind of thing, then that's basically where the ghost is. So 11 is pretty cold. It's not that cold though. The rest of this room is pretty normal, so unless I get any signs apart from that, I think I'll move on from this. I'm not sure if I've ever gotten a basement ghost in these locations, so there are definitely other ways to locate the ghost, but for me this is just the easiest. Yeah, I think if it's 11 degrees, I'm not really going to count that, because I really don't think that's where the ghost is. So 20 degrees, it's definitely not here. I don't actually know for certain if the temperature, like, if it's really warm in one location, if that means it can't be in, like, adjacent rooms. I'm actually not sure about that. Sometimes it can take a while to find the ghost room. That's just kind of how the game goes. Especially in the larger locations, sometimes you can spend a long time finding the ghost room. So it definitely doesn't seem to be here. Doesn't seem to be in any of these spots. Let's go check in the basement again. Let's just double check. I don't want to search the whole house and then it end up being here. No, I don't think so. 14 is not that. I think it was just 11 because that was the house warming up still. So let's keep checking around the... we can use the tarot cards to actually locate the ghost easily, but it's incredibly risky. Like, oftentimes it's a lot more risk than reward. Okay, 11, that is pretty cold. The doors are slightly open. I don't think that actually means anything though. 11 is, okay, 9, it's definitely here. If it's under 10, that's for sure. That is 100%. It is here then. I'm not sure if it's in... There's a closet, a bathroom, and a bedroom, so I'm not sure which one it actually is in. But we know for sure it's here, so... the light does not work, which is interesting. Okay, so breakers... They turned the breaker off again, so that might actually mean it's not there. Which is really annoying. Okay. Let's go for it again. If we go back in there and... Okay, let's go check our sanity first, actually, because we spent so long in the dark, it might actually have drained our sanity quite a bit. So the ghost doesn't usually turn off the breaker that much, so that's a little unfortunate that happened. 82% is a little low. I'm gonna take some pills. I think only one. Yeah, we are at 100%. So the house should be warming back up again. So hopefully we'll be able to go here. It's only 7 degrees, so yeah, turn the light on in here. So I'm actually unsure of. It's 10 degrees, but I think the rest of the house was 10 degrees anyway. So yeah, we might need to actually bring in something else here, because it doesn't seem like we're finding the ghost with this. So I think a good thing to bring in is EMF, because the ghost doesn't have to be an EMF 5 ghost to actually give you it. So EMF level 5 is a type of evidence, but it can still light up even if it's not one of those. So I think it's actually good if we take this just to check, because the temperature isn't doing us very good this attempt. So I don't think it's here, because it is not that cold. Let's run through the house. Let's go upstairs, because there's a good chance it's upstairs at this point. Oh, 1 degrees. Okay. This painting's knocked over, so it's up here. I think it is in the hallway then. It has got to be in the hallway. It is very cold. Okay. It turned off the breaker again. Okay. So it is 100% right here in this hallway. So, okay, let's go get some stuff. So, a good way to identify where the ghost is if there's stuff knocked over, or if there's stuff in places it shouldn't be. That's definitely where the ghost is, or where it has been before. So let's take, sanity is normal. I think it turned off the breaker again. It's doing that a lot, so we should probably go turn that back on. Let's go do that now. So this game definitely is still creepy to play. Like, it's not nearly as scary as when I first started, but I'm at level 50 now, so I've definitely played the game a fair amount, so it's gotten better. It has definitely gotten better over time. Like, it still creeps me out a bit, because it definitely is a scary game, but it's not as bad as it was. So upstairs we go. Light switch is right here, correct? Yes, okay. So this is where the ghost is, somewhere in this hallway. If we close all the doors, that will make it far easier to see if it has done things. There's also a bone we can find, as we did the last attempt. I'm not gonna do that unless we need to. Okay, I'm gonna ask some questions, if I may. Where are you? Are you here? Okay, spirit box, confirmed. Okay, that's one type of evidence. We just got that there. Is it freezing? Because it got down to 1 degree, which is a good sign that it is not freezing. Okay, it did something. Hold on. I think it just turned on the shower. Absolutely, okay. I don't have my photo camera with me, but that might actually mean it's in this room particularly. So let's move this here. So it's 0 degrees, or 0.6. It has to go under 0, otherwise it doesn't count. Is it fingerprints? Oh, okay. It just turned on the light. That's good. Good evidence. It is not fingerprints though, which is interesting. I know. So it is not. The temperature is actually high here. Is it low out here? It's 3 here. What did it just open? It just opened this door. Okay, I think that confirms that it is a a hallway ghost because it is interacting with all kinds of doors here. Take a picture. Beautiful. Is it fingerprints? It is not. Okay. So good thing to do now. Let's go check our sanity because that's very important. Because if it's under a certain amount, depending on the ghost, then we will get hunted. And if a hunt happens, it'll close all doors, the lights will flash, and it'll basically hunt for you. And I very rarely experience that, and I'm not planning on doing it. Let's take some more pills. Let's take in these evidences. I accidentally took my flashlight, which is bad. Okay. A good tip is to empty all 3 inventory slots before you go back, because that means you can carry more stuff. So, we know it's spirit box. I don't think it's freezing. I really don't think so, because I think it definitely would have gone under 0 degrees if it was a freezing ghost. We can definitely check again, though. We got a lot more time. So, did it turn the breaker off again? No, it didn't. Okay. Unless it did. No, it didn't. Okay. So, let us do this. Put the book down, put the dots down. Close these doors so if it... And close the doors so if it opens them again, we can get more pictures. EMF, UV, and anything else? I don't think so. So I really don't think it's fingerprints. I think that's one thing it's definitely not. It does not touch this closet. Let's go check. Let's go back to the truck. So we can do a little investigation real quick. We also dropped this camera. Where is it? We also dropped this camera, so that'll be good for taking pictures. Beautiful. Okay, let's leave that. Let's go back. So yeah, you can definitely see from this that some investigations are really quick and some take a long time. Some can even take like up to an hour, depending on the difficulty and the location. So we click on this. I think I left the light on, which actually is bad. We should probably go turn that off. Okay. Let's get salt in there. What are the quests? Smudge sticks. That's unfortunate, actually. Let's actually take a motion sensor. This will help us actually track the ghost when we're in the truck. Because it'll light up and make a sound if the ghost walks past it. So, if I could find my way in first. Beautiful. I'd like to think I know how to get upstairs. Okay, let's put this here. And, okay, it has opened this door, which means, I don't think it's freezing. There's no way it's freezing. It's 100% not freezing. I'm gonna X out fingerprints and freezing, so it's probably down to these 4. Let's, what is this light that's on? Is it my flashlight? I'm actually confused. I just took a picture of nothing. That was my bad. That's fine, that's fine. So you can see that just lit up. That just lit up, and I did not walk past it, so that is good. So salt here, we have salt, we have a lot of salt. So actually, let's turn this off, because when this is off, when we pick that up, we can see the dots easier, or the footprint, sorry. So let's get our cameras so we can take these photos. If it walks through the salt ever. If we don't ever touch that motion sensor, that means it can't, that means we'll know when the ghost goes over it and it wasn't just me. So that was me. I'm waiting for this ghost to step in the salt, which it should. Okay, there we go, there we go. There's 1, there's 2. Okay, we got those. Did we get those? Yeah, we did. Okay, there's another footprint. 100%. Okay, so that photo camera is done. This one is up next. Did it walk in this room? Not sure. I don't think it did. Well, we got more salt here. Oh, here's more fingerprints. Footprints, sorry. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay. I messed up the one picture, but that's okay. Alright, so now what we do, we put the dots back down with the book. Did it right in the book. No, it didn't yet. Okay. So what we do now is we go back, we leave that, and we go see if it is dots or orbs. So two of the evidences are very important. Orbs we got last game. If you see an orb on the camera, that is one of the evidences. Another one is dots. So if you see anything move through these, like that. Okay, that is good. So dots, there we go. So wraith or yokai. So now we have to see if it is, that light just flashed. So you can see that green light there, that means that is the motion sensor. That means the ghost just walked past it. So what we have to check for now is orbs or it's a wraith or a yokai, so it can't be writing. So it's either orbs or not. That's basically all we have left to figure out. It would be helpful if it would actually be nice if the dots weren't there, because that's kind of obstructing our view, because it's making it a lot brighter. But I don't think it is. EMF 5 is pretty difficult to determine, so we might have to go in on a final check. So let's take the smudge sticks. Our sanity's 100%. Let's take the smudge sticks and the candle. Let's actually light that, okay? Get some basic light. Let's go on one last mission. Let's see if it's orbs or what, basically. So we have this candle. It has a chance to blow out the candle. Pick up this. Get this. We can see with... You can pick up the camera as it is and actually check. We can check to see if it's orbs. EMF 5. Let's do this first. Let's light the sage, and hopefully it should cleanse the ghost. If we did it, it will show up on the overview. We did not. Okay, I must have missed it or something. That's okay, it doesn't really matter. I kind of want to just get out of here, so pick up the EMF. Let's actually figure out where it is now, because we might have lost it over time. If there's a thermometer somewhere. Right here. So it's still here, 0 degrees. It's very cold. So it is still right here. So if there's orbs, we will see them. If it's not, it will be EMF 5. So, as far as I know, if the EMF occurs and it wasn't involving a hunt or a ghost event, it has a 25% chance for any ghost activity to light up all 5 dots. So that means it's basically up to luck. So if it decides not to give us good luck, then that's kind of unfortunate for us. I think that lit up twice. That means the ghost is actually right here. I'm not seeing dots though. So let's put this candle over here. I think that was just me who did that. I dropped the lighter here. Let's light this back up. Because I don't actually want light in the whole area. Where's my stuff? EMF is here. There's very little activity. I'm not really getting anything. There should be orbs popping up here if there's not, so I'm gonna leave that to believe that it is EMF 5. Okay, wait, it can't be a wraith though. It's impossible for it to be a wraith because one of the things with the wraith is that it can't be tracked by footsteps, so that means it's not a wraith because we did see footsteps. So it can't be EMF 5. Okay, hold on. We know it's dots and spirit box, and we know it can't be a wraith, so it's either a phantom or a yokai. So freezing, lighting, so it's either fingerprints or orbs. I never saw fingerprints. Through all this this whole investigation, I never saw fingerprints once. Oh wait, okay, here we go. Test. It just opened this door. Last test. Is there fingerprints? No fingerprints. Okay, so that means it has to be ghost orbs. Even though I didn't see ghost orbs, I'm going to get out of here. Because it's freaking me out and I don't want to be here anymore. And I am not touching those cards. Just to show you what they look like, I'll pick them up and do one. The hermit? Okay. That basically locks the ghost in its room for a while. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of this house? I'm lost. Get me out, okay. Phew. Oh my god. So those tarot cards, that was one of the calmer ones to get, so we actually got lucky there. So 84% will take one more tarot. We didn't do everything on the task list, but honestly, I just want to get out of here. Honestly, that kind of freaked me out towards the end there, so I just want to get out. So, we did 2 missions. I guess that it was a yokai. We might not be correct. We'll see. I think we are correct, though. It was a yokai. Okay, so we did it. We figured out the ghost. That's the main objective. Got money for photos. 50 times 2 because it's intermediate. We got 100. So, that is Phasmophobia. So, I don't know why that second game freaked me out so much. Maybe because it's really late and it's just kind of weird vibes, but that was honestly a pretty creepy game. They're not usually that scary, but the first game we did is basically how a lot of the missions go. It's kind of like an in and out kind of thing. Like you find the room, get what you need to get, and you get out. A lot of games other people play are a lot more dangerous. Like the ghost is constantly hunting you and you have to hide and do all that stuff, but that's not really how I like to play. But hopefully this was entertaining. Hopefully this gave you a look on what this game is like. And thank you for watching. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but I'll probably figure something out within this next week. So thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.